Hey everyone, it's great to be back with you. In today's episode, we've got a fantastic guest. All the way from Ireland, we have Eoin, who's here to help us clear up some questions. And joining us today on the channel is Samara, who will be part of the conversation as well.
The incredible volunteers who join us at the Emmanuel Foundation. I am Nadia and I'm your host, and today we have the pleasure of being and get to know a little bit more about Owen, our incredible volunteer who has been helping us with our Eminence English program. Now I'd like to ask you, how are you, where are you from, and how has been your experience so far?
Great. Yeah. So I'm Owen from Ireland. I arrived here maybe 2 weeks ago, so still new, but I've loved the experience so far, and I love getting to know Eminem and Villanueva as well. So it's been an amazing experience so
That's
far.
really nice to hear that. And what do you used to do back home?
I actually work as an English teacher at home. I studied zoology when I was younger, and I started working in that area, but I really loved teaching when I was traveling, so it was more fulfilling to me.
Yeah.
So I changed my career to this.
That's really nice. And what motivated you to come all the way back to Colombia?
It was always a country that I wanted to visit. It was on my bucket list, if you will. And I had met a few people from Colombia who I loved, and they were telling me so much about it. So it was a no-brainer. And plus, I'm a huge coffee nerd. So Colombia, I think, is probably the best coffee in the world. So I had to come and see for myself.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. And did you used to do volunteering before?
Yeah. So I have in the past in other countries in different kinds of work. It was sometimes in schools, sometimes on farms, sometimes in like hostels, which all had their different experiences, obviously. But I really love the experience of getting to know a place and like setting your foundation rather than staying for a few days in a place and wandering off. I think for me, it's better to set your foundation in a place and really get to know it. So that's why I really value these experiences.
Like just being in one place all the time. Since you're teaching English, have you seen any improvements on the students?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've only been here for 2 weeks, but with speaking specifically, like I think with the opportunity with the native speaking volunteers, they can really kind of brush up on the little errors they make while speaking. But I have seen an improvement in speaking specifically with the students.
That's really nice to hear, actually. um, since traveling implies like a language barrier, have you been learning Spanish? How is your Spanish going?
I've been trying to learn Spanish, mainly on the street and with classes here, thanks to Hermes. But I had a basic knowledge of the language, so trying to learn it on the street and talk with people as much as I can. It's a lot of fun. It's an exciting challenge. I really relish the challenge to I get a kick out of it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's right. And well, I learned you were teaching at Casa Nicolo, and I wanted to ask you what activities did you do with them since they are just learning their English learning journey.
Yeah. So with the younger kids, we have kind of basic vocabulary and like maybe, for example, parts of the face, parts of the body, and like using kind of different things like coloring in place parts of the body, maybe an instruction color in the nose red, and then get the red pencil and color in the nose, and then for like a few of the older kids, just kind of basic chunks of language like how are you, how old are you? I am 10 years old. I am fine. I am good.
That's really like basic language. It's really nice. Yeah. And now I like to talk a little bit about culture. What are the difference of Colombia's and Ireland's culture?
I think the one thing that sticks out to me is how in Colombia, kind of going from place to place, especially department to department or state to state, feels so different. I've never really, been to a country where it changes so vastly.
Yeah.
If I'm in here in Casanare, it's very different to maybe Antioquia, or the culture, even the
Yeah.
food, the music. It's very different. So I don't really have that variety in Ireland. Ireland is quite small, so yeah, it's enjoyable to get to know the places and see
Yeah, the
this.
landscape varies a lot, and it's
Mm.
something that is really lovely of Colombia.
Mhm.
Well, now I like to switch the theme to education.
Mhm.
What will you advise students who are learning English, like, to improve?
To improve, to prove in your own time. Personally, I think it's, we have a great tool nowadays with our smartphones or the internet or various apps around. I think it's important to find what you like, and find what you enjoy, and try to use English as a tool for that. We have our great activities here in school and a great method to learn, but in your free time, try to maybe, whether if it's sports or video games or music, try to use what you enjoy, and use that as a tool to improve your English.
Yeah, it can be more enjoyable, like, to learn something you really are interested into, rather than something like just academic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, now I like to ask you, like, a personal question, like, what has been your favorite place to visit?
In the world, or
Like,
Colombia?
in Colombia,
Colombia,
or
okay.
both.
Okay, in Colombia, I say the coffee region, Eje Cafetero, because I said I'm a coffee nerd.
Yeah.
So I think Colombia is probably my favorite beans. It's on par with Ethiopia. But coming here was like, and getting to know like a coffee farm, and getting to know the process from the growing of the beans to the cup was it was something I really, really enjoyed. And the landscapes in the coffee region are fantastic too. So yeah, that was definitely my favorite.
Okay, that's really nice to hear. And where are you planning to go after leaving Villanueva in Colombia?
I've got a few weeks left to travel, so I have a loose plan to go further south to get to know Pasto and that region. I have a Colombian friend who has family there, and they've welcomed me. So I am looking forward to get to know Pasto, and also travel further towards Bogota in Caquetá. So I have a volunteering established there, like kind of in the mountains there. So I'm excited to get to know that area of the world. And San Agustin is close by, which somebody recommended to me. So I'm hoping maybe to divert to see there also. But that's kind of my loose plan.
Yeah. Okay, that's really nice. Are you planning to come back to Colombia someday?
I'd love to. Yeah. I'd really love to. Like I said, there just seems to be so much to discover, and I don't think I would have been able to touch the surface of it in 2 months or 2.5 months that I'm here, but that I will have been here. So I would love to come back in the future and get to know other areas and really get to know everything about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. Well, now I would like to thank you. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and I'd like to, like, thank you on behalf of the Eminem Foundation, because of your dedication, the hard work you've done with the students. I mean, it's not an easy thing. And before we wrap up, I'd like to ask you, what, like, words would you like to tell the students?
Some words. Let me see. I'll try to be deep here. Well, I'm sure all the students here are going to go on to amazing things, and whether it's here in Villanueva or Casanare or Colombia or anywhere. But maybe try not to forget, where you're from and the lessons that you learned here, and your home as well. And that's one lesson I've learned in traveling is we have a saying in English, distance makes the heart go fonder. So the further away I get from home, the more I value it, the more I love it.
Yeah.
So I feel just don't forget the great lessons you learn here, and go and do amazing things.
That's a nice advice. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for everything, for the dedication, time, effort, all of
Thank
that.
you all.
And we wish you, like, sincerely, we heard that you have a very nice trips and very nice adventures.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Nadia.
safe travel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Huge thanks to Eoin for joining us all the way from Ireland, and to Samara for being part of the conversation. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to follow the channel and share this episode if you found it helpful. See you next time.